Is deep mix mulch really worth the effort? Well, it depends on what your why is. Is any gardening really worth the effort? When I say you have to know your why, all I'm talking about is why you want to garden. Is it for food security, or is it just to come out of a morning and get a fresh strawberry? Let me ask you a question. What's the hardest thing you do in a garden? Some folks say weeding. When I put the mulch down, it suppresses that seed bank. All those seeds that have blown in over years. When you till that up, you're just bringing fresh seeds to the surface. By putting the mulch on, you suppress the weeds. Some people say the hardest work they do is pulling the hose all summer. When I put a thick layer of mixed deep mulch on the garden, it retains that moisture. I have to water very little. Some say it's the summer heat. Mix mulch down, you're moderating the temperature of that soil. And yet others will say dragging in all of that fertilizer. But here again, the mixed deep mulch, we feed that life in the soil, and that life in the soil feeds your plants. And one of our whys is it tastes great. There's no chemicals. I got a little bit of hay there, I got a little bit of leaves here. No fertilizer at all. This patch is started with just a couple plants, and it's expanded nicely. That's one of my whys, is it tastes great. What I found after 8 years of mixed deep mulch, you can't tell how deep it is. And sometimes, your cold weather crops, they like to germinate in that top layer, but you just kick them out, and it becomes part of the mulch. But then, you just cover them up, and you're good to go. And with these 50-degree temperature swings, 40s in the morning, getting down there a little bit, but getting up to almost 80 in the afternoon, I'm telling you, I'm itching to plant. But I also know in Zone 7, we usually get a snow in March. And I know we're gonna have a few more frosty days. Therefore, we're just gonna go ahead and keep laying in mulch. Before the sun goes down, I'm gonna go ahead and rake up a couple more bags full. You know what today is? It's Saturday, and you know what that means? We go to you and we celebrate what's going on in your garden. And I know everybody's itching to plant. I know it's warming up in Zone 8. Mike and Linda's garden made it through that snow. They're getting ready for their spring. They got the seeds going. Mike, Linda, your deep mixed mulch garden is an inspiration to us all. Thank you for sharing. We look forward to seeing how it progresses this year. Art's in Zone 7. After leaving his mixed deep mulch garden and moving to a new house, he was able to put up a nice greenhouse, and he's using it to great effect this year. Not only did he have peppers growing all the way through, he's still got a tomato, and it's got a tomato set on it. That is fantastic. And just look at everything he's got started. He's got a really nice jump on this spring's planting. Art, we look forward to seeing how your bananas do. I see those ones that didn't make it you're using as fertilizer. That's awesome. Thank you, Art. Aren't our contributors fantastic? I invite you to become a member. There's no obligation. It doesn't cost anything. You just send in a picture now and again. Help us motivate others and show them just exactly what's possible in a garden. And after looking at all those starts, let's take a look at what you have to do to plant in the deep mixed mulch. Far easier than you think. We're not quite ready to plant yet, but I'm going to show you just exactly what we have to do. Now, how did I come up with a mixed deep mulch? Well, to plant, you want to get down to bare soil. And so when you're moving it out of the way, I'm just mixing it up. I put whatever organics I can get my hands on. And so when you go to plant seeds, you're down to this beautiful soil. Just look at that. You can pack it together and it breaks right apart. It's just full of life and full of structure. And there's a worm. It's full of life, it's full of structure. And just like nature, we just scatter our seeds on top, pat them down, make sure they got good soil contact, water them in well. And then I usually take whatever mulch I have right at hand, put just a light little layer over the top. Now carrots, they don't do well with mulch on them until they come up out of the ground. Same with lettuce. But most everything else, a light layer of mulch helps retain that moisture. Of course, if you're going to plant a start, you just dig right on down, dig a hole just big enough, put that root ball in, you plant like normal, and then you can come back and mulch in right around that plant. And that's all you have to do to plant in a mixed deep mulch. If you don't have enough room to have a full-on mixed deep mulch garden, no worries. We're going to go into raised beds and containers quite a bit more as the year goes on. Looks like my little menagerie of plants that we scattered in here before it got real cold. We had some pretty good germination rate. Not as many carrots as I'd like, but the lettuces seem to handle the cold pretty good. Thing is, with your containers and your raised beds, no matter what time of year it is, you really have to watch that water. Is deep mixed mulch gardening worth it? Well, I gotta rake the yard anyhow. And if I can take and scatter the leaves out on my garden, save a little bit on fertilizer and water, grow better plants than I've ever grown in 50 years, yeah, I think it's worth it. Now, I'd never tell another adult how to garden. I just thought folks might be interested. Now the hardest work I have to do is harvest. Well, I got about another half hour of daylight. I'm gonna rake some more leaves. While I do that, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family. God bless you. Come on, let's plant. Let's go plant garden.